Great folks, welcome back to the Frontline show. Of course, we've walked one leg of the journey, making approximately 14 minutes gone past the hour now. I am Kwaku Annan, the host of this show and your investigative journalist. Now, Ghana Speaks Extension, of course, proudly sponsored by Ora Black Stars, located at Ofanko Barrier. Contact them. Litigation-free land. Bibri Umenyama and Saseno Kania Insuo. Bibia drainage system omayini na kama ede amount potiano ubenyebiwo kwa benya breku kaswa ensawum amasaman danger baby bebre ebi ewo mesrew menya akwadro motra ho twenya last minute ena moye ye nema exotic mame hwehwe me online messages we or exotic David or say Gabias Rocheda control national security. God will punish Akufo-Addo and his family members. Wow. Mary Yeboah say Kwaku, you are welcome. Welcome from your father's funeral. You are doing great job. Okay, Mary. Also, exotic or say sack Kwaku Asmini now. I say they are all thieves. Exotic. Gabias Rocheda is Wendy or say, hey, what are they doing with all these corrupt money? I don't understand. Wendy, and ya diabetes here. Good one. Now, the Ghana Speaks Extension. In this edition, the Frontline interrogates further why the governing party could find its prudence, wisdom, maturity, politically wise to arrest Hopson Adjei, put him behind bars, and now have charged him for unwanted utterances. Yebisa, say, Ediebe nyansa, ene esusudie, anampo kwebi su se, emfasudie ben ne bebem, se wanobekwa kwachi Hopson Adjei, who is a former member of the party. The only means to which this will happen is because there's a diversion, is it not? Nenonso nje hard biana. Amanyoku was say obi say men nombium. So what's the big deal here? Indeed, from the word go and through sense of the narrative, Hopson is quoted to have said the supposed act was actually done during the period he was with the party. Secondly, elements within the party are also aware of some of these kind of saying political, if you like, machinations Hopson and others have engaged in at, call it, various places like the Volta region and its environs. Sa semia yesi Hopson akoka se wa detonate a dynamite se deben and yet the very first time Hopson Adjei ekeka nsembisa. No, at least I am aware. Na enye ade one so say oh ni ye we ni e strategic planning we enye wanwa asemwa Hopson kan ye party ni mu mpanimfo bi nso eye aware of sansam kike bi bebre ni atosu mienu enye Hopson kwanso so ena ekeka nzemi etesa de esa toso enye Hopson Adjei kwanso ena yasoma ne se kɔ na koye we Hopson has done a lot of operations be near the other. Yes, operations ye could wu, but political operations. And you know, together, my program is Hopson and Bobo for be near the other, including the current Greater Accra Regional Minister. I only Hopson in to Anamoa or Makoye party in Widuma. Is it the first time Hopson will be talking like this? Now, me person me be MPP for some. So me yano afa woman yano e omo wasema. Ne baby says. Can we describe this simply as a political prosecution? Political prosecution amoyen. Ebi na mode ya ato force no. Ni na political prosecution and ameboa. Number 3. Is this a means to weaken Alan Kwaku Anan's political movement? The amoye na mo pese Alan the political movement in mu weaken no. Sa na tie on. Ana number 4. Is the NPP scared? Are you scared? Say Hopson Adjei may release or disclose some of MPP's rigging political machinery. Sana assemblity musro. Say Hopson, Yalvi Adjei. Obeda munyume bi edi kwanya mofaso erege elections no. Obeda bi edi. Sana assemblity ana. Nente nye nwanwa match nipa na ade atinya Rambo Star na yede na kwhye ka mu papa na yede ne kokko me unim ebribi na me huhu sa ne na me feel say saade we Adjei o na me feel say saade we etuatwa in Ghana's political space na me feel say etuatwa sa 13th-12th century dirty politicking we mon sem fu we nkurasefo enkurasefo monim muye na monte democracy ase enkurasefo monte democracy ase enemri o political adversary wono wabeka na dua na odi ewurade yes na modi mika na makwache no moche no ade achi ya na modi na hyeka mu na modi ne ko na dada no na Hopson wo kasa na no mante ebra na Hopson owo MPP mu a na Hopson Yalvi Adjei wo kasa no NPP mante adena manche no. Besides this, Hopson Yalvi Adjei ekotu nasemo Kenya say he was sent by the party's leadership. Party leadership no mo himfa. Adena mosuma no wie okoye say enwuma ni na oba manche no. Hopson say nya ne pe no de koye say edwuma. At least obobo bompenifo bi ni ade me hey Hopson ba ha ebe kasa e. Adjei ena say nipa no bebrebe no ye ka say munti manche ne dadada adena mo chi ne ne enkurasefo mani na mmie ne mani nteye ya na madwem say mo politically, this is politically incorrect and this is politically unwise. I'll tell you straight, I'm going to say it hard. Ya bawo ade e be fa mo ni so no ade e be fa mo ni so no mo se mo ma ba bi nwo ne be ma ba bi adro ama mo ye nkurasefo mani na mmie ye na mo dini gidi hey ne yaba. What's the meaning of that? And Adjei, MCR, what's your signal? And Adjei, why do you go and arrest him? Why do you go and arrest Hopson Yalvi Adjei? Na Adjei. But the Hopson in 70 BC, we are gauging the space. Listen, oh. I don't know how Friday will go. So we say na vice president on na bronu bi so. No na bronu bi so na mu hu de si wo ho. You saw how na ekromafo ne niabre holding their offensive weapons. The vice president convoy no a police for na soldier for team. But mu hu de omo we are getting there sooner rather later. Hey, me catch assembly tremo some time ago about last month or so. Me say police oh a soldier him phone. And no more quan or more so legends. I'm MPP. Hey, mo pese Ghana ye chemu ni chem. Ye twa so mo ni twa som na hye na and some fu hinti ni hye no ye wi a ye nko Togo ye nko betra ha. Because me Kwaku mintias yo se me mama utumi je ko si hospital ye rose ye way consolidated funds kegum ko ye edwuma ni na ama me ne dibi keke wo se no wonni bi wo be dini na no wie so wa ma me ho akere me na me ho ahyehye me wo wie so obe ka chem say do you know me, do you know who I am, do you know what I can do? Enkurasefo edwentifo munwen na munnim nyansa. Now, the frontline perspectives, I de beto so. If you me di mura, atoforsen, anyway, atoforsen PW, meboa, yeah, PW1. Now, the frontline, however, have some perspectives and emphasis placed on the above developing story. Having listened back to back, we could figure out in maybe about this guy Richard Jakpa and Attorney General Godfrey Dame. With the Mura, sans me hopes in the end of the Akiro, ye gauge space now set a trial and a backup. Number one, the frontline perspective on this bombshell dropped barely a little above 24 hours now. Your analysis in 1. The Attorney General tried hard, and this is why I get so disappointed about some lawyers in this country. Analysis we are you're a lawyer for, but you be analysis na mamo. We are students of security and intelligence. Yeah, analysis na mamo. TNE. Number 1, the Attorney General, I mean, can I before the enemy? The Attorney General tried hard to coerce Richard Jakpa to agree to his terms and conditions so he could have, or he could be able to secure a smooth passage trial against Kesel Atoforsen. Atoforsen didn't move about Mumuni or Fantini. Kesel Atoforsen Bonier. The other kind of chess, I don't know that in this one. Adjei, Attorney General, or secure. No, ne Richard Jakpa, ayeni nani say, and common the other kind of say, on Richard Jakpa ne edin common said ye beya, obetimiya a smooth sail out. Now wait timia den, afa akonia sebisu na papa ya oda screen is we, or dena koshen sa wom. Sana semnetie. Number 2, the Attorney General tried hard, on a skills duty to enable he, the Attorney General, make a trip and back to continue his cross-examination. Afi utiem komonwa. Adjei, Attorney General tries obesia ye biom ni se. Obetimi ama Richard Jakpa Kwaku di atro. 1, Ghanaians, listen here. Already no, Richard Jakpa, Godfrey Dami, Madame Fupa, very nice guy. But my name say behind the head of Godfrey Dami is darkness. Already no, Richard Jakpa no, he's the first prosecutional witness against wine. Ato. Now, for the very fact he said, oh no, Richard Jakpa neda hono washing wicked sunglasses. He was a former national security officer in the office of General Nunu Mensah. He's also a business guy. Now, oh no, Attorney General, not say, afi Sir Richard Jakpa ya oda screen is he. On finding way be announced then only atro and tro any nabrabasem say wayari. Na mintimi hu say na Richard Jakpa be kwa ka kire judge ne say ni ti na ye ne ya judge ne be ka say obetimi aba ne nan na ye ne ya obeka say obetimi aba na mom e bi agi so ka say se be ne hwa de na ne nan tam de ontimi nante nti anu betimi ya excuse duty ama Richard Jakpa say ontimi si court hono. Now bisa ho asem e de be nti ena Attorney General betimi already the man stand accused asam kese da no so he has not been able to relieve of his the possibility of being incarcerated or otherwise. Ain't he or yet anything possible to exonerate himself. Yet Attorney General says no, may say bow and my was saying I could do born more possibility that of even perjury. Excuse duty. Adjei, now you see. Mamika said, analysis I am not interested in going into the substantive case of as to whether or not Richard Jakpa together with the Minister of Health at the ambulance is by Kunkra and on the buyer say I treat them and quanta them that same womb junction violence woman and your measure. No, I am doing this analysis based on the conversation between Jakpa and Godfrey Dami. Now you see, Nana B, stop the rough. Nana B, Nana Boache, Henry Nana Boache of MPP, die some funa woody, what it? And some funa woody die. Do not try to speak to Ghanaians wisdom. Don't speak to us and insult us. Henry Boache, don't try. Udia you be sunny jago so, and I will expose you badly. Richard Henry Boache, die, and some funa. One radio stations are woody and Adjei. I want to warn some politicians like him. Do not insult the integrity, the consciousness, our brains, how fast we can think, how we can think and make a sense of it all. Do not let us feel like our senses are like a rag to mop the floor. And this some phone in Ghana for. Bottom something from baby. Ghana nyamudia. Sooner or rather later you face off. Now one of my bon chance will be a shwasum and moon say Ghana idea will be any to me. I'm telling you. Heren and watch where madam for. But me say, can you answer some extra Ghanaians who be general radio no so and be kicking some phone. Ate. Munya some of these radio stations na makotra no munya hona ye say safe haven na mu de yam nyoma na mu diatro etre Ghana for and some phone you want us to consume all this garbage. Okay? You want us to consume this garbage when you know munim bibini politician on yin to muda in such a gem yachin in such a gem so still ebe na wo nana boache wo here boache a wo ye NPP pani a wo san lawyer bisa ho se ekwan akoniase ben so ena attorney general could go out there and tell Richard Jakpa say onko je excuse duty and free doctor hono femra e asem papa sa any cresa abra Richard Jakpa is not sick, he's not ill. I don't want to go into whether ambulance no you see. It's like obidi counterfeit Kwaku to read. That is also one side you can put the analysis. Let's assume without admitting, because on the court will put a proper adjudication processes. Of course, say ambulance there by the papa. Yes, sir, and no court in the back. But the attorney generals who ye. The attorney general who ye at an maybe some. Now what beton be can Zambia say young consuming na jare for how sick can you be? Now you be why Attorney General Becca Richard Jakpa said, "Onkonko excuse duty no femra." Number 3, it was the Attorney General who secured the supposed secret meeting at the Supreme Court's judge's house, and not Richard Jakpa. And I may say, this is the fundamentally untenable, regardless of whether or not the Attorney General was bargaining his way out as far as the case is concerned. Yes, we are just said in such cases, Attorney General Ben Adjei said, or call for the bargaining to have his way. But the question is that Adjei and the man who stands accused, Attorney General, would arrange a meeting in yet another Supreme Court judge, FEA. Number 2, the same South Supreme Court judge, is also a friend to the Attorney General. 1. Number 2, that Supreme Court judge is also a brother to Richard Jakpa. I want Ghanaians to reason with me. Now you know what? This Attorney General guy, a friend is saying, Supreme Court judge, and I do not want NDC. You want to cover that judge? Don't. Hey, MCR, me a mistake. Please look for the picture of the Supreme Court judge. And Yoni Koleni put his picture there. The supposed meeting that should happen, or Attorney General want Jakpa to meet him. No more and discussion. That meeting was supposed to have happened at the Supreme Court judge. And Yoni Koleni's residence. Meboa. Why? Ena or arrangement sa meeting akoso ewo Yoni Koleni fiho. Why? Richard Jakpa and Attorney General. Attorney General. That's one. Number 2, Attorney General, does he know the Supreme Court judge Yoni Koleni? The answer is yes or no. The answer is yes. If not, then under what circumstances could the Attorney General Godfrey Dame secure that meeting in Yoni's house? Number 3, is Yoni, a friend is saying, Attorney General aware that Yoni Koleni, the Supreme Court judge, is a brother to Jakpa? The answer is yes or no. The answer is yes. Number 4, if Yoni Koleni is aware that a meeting would take place at his residence, then we cannot agree without any shred of equivocation. That meeting will not take place at Yoni's bedroom. Neither that meeting will take place at his living room. Wherever that meeting will take place, Yoni Koleni, number 5, would participate in that meeting. True or false? True. So, by extension, Yoni Koleni should come out and answer some questions. It has compromised his position. I'm sorry, Yoni Koleni, I'll tell you straight up. And Ghanaians, we should voice this to him. Me say, Yoni Koleni, the Supreme Court judge, in his residence, this meeting should have taken place. You know, Yoni Koleni could not have, may not have, and will not say, I am only giving you my bedroom or my living room for you, Jakpa, my brother, Attorney General Godfrey Dami, my friend. Come and sit in my living room and have your meeting. I am in Yoni Koleni, on or down. That is Ghana's Supreme Court. We are going to unveil everybody. Nobody will be escaping here. Nobody will escape. That is Yoni on the screens. NDC, Mamon tries some back of Ubia. If you want to expose Godfrey Dami, get it done across. I'm a journalist. I'll do it right. We want Yoni Koleni to come out and answer some questions. Why he agreed to allow the Attorney General to come to his residence and say, Wamumba have that meeting over there. I want him to come and answer this question. Is it true or is not true? Did he actually agree? Say, some meeting Emran Ifie and I want Pene. So Pene, yeah. Then Yoni Koleni should answer to Ghanaians. Would he have participated in that meeting, or he would just give his bedroom or living room for that meeting to take place? Which is which? And by the way, why I said Yoni Koleni's brother, Richard Jakpa, did not secure that meeting at his residence, but rather, Attorney General Godfrey Dami secured that meeting. Now, do you know what? Unimadia, I want you to add 1 and 2. Cross the dot and the T. The reason is simple. Now, because of certain friendship here, linger around them, it now looks like, say, no, the Attorney General finds it convenient. Say, look, listen, Richard, you are my friend, or your brother is my friend, one way or the other. Hypothetical situation, and in order for us to come clean and succeed in our quest to do it right, we can play around and dance around it. Of course, Yoni is within the yard. And we can have Jakpa to come along, walk on the enemy lines gradually, but will not cross the fence. Then Jakpa would help Attorney General secure all there is to call it further and better particulars in order to have a smooth sail passage. And nail my brother Atto Forsen. Simply put, before the night breaks and the sunshine, they've secured a deal. But then, may I say, I commend Richard Jakpa also to have done what he did. Yes, Richard did so great. Sir, Richard Jakpa has demonstrated what you call loyalty. And may I say to politicians, when you are together on a stormy sea, you owe each other a terrible loyalty. Did you hear that? When you are on a stormy sea, you owe each other a terrible loyalty. And that's what Jakpa did. But Attorney General, Bonina won it, on no person who used to Jakpa not they have a smooth sail. Now, number 6, we have heard snippets of information that the Attorney General was ambushed. This is not correct. The Attorney General is not supposed to be there meeting at the residence of yet another Supreme Court judge. Who goes here? Yatisa Walker said, oh, Jakpa did not have a lawyer at the time. But who is Jakpa here? He's the PW1. Adamebwa. He is the PW1. And to Anna Obeko, my producer, Yamba, please come and join me shortly because Vincent, WhatsApp messages is writing APM. Ebra one coach echo din komo on bed and almost start here nana. Another thing is what as facing each other. There has been WhatsApp messages Nina Godfrey Dami, Ene Ura Jakpa. They've been exchanging. The Frontline has secured copies of these WhatsApp messages between Richard Jakpa and Attorney General, including the audio recording. Yowani now. Yow, hurry, so that you better say, Bibia betimi aqua, be with your bear. My man was Michael Avadu, or say, Like. Okay, meaning what that means though. Okay, Berima Kojo, good job done, Mr. Kwaku. SMP, well say, BBB country Ghana, something. Mamemra. Before y'all joins me, reading messages. I say, good evening, Kwaku. I am watching you live from Kumasi. I think Ghanaians should pray for the nation. From Sir Philip. Okay. Empire de Mubebubimum. I say, in recent times, there has been a growing sentiment of distrust towards the judicial system in Ghana. Many Ghanaians perceive the judicial system as increasingly compromise, citing instances of political interference, corruption, and biased rulings. High-profile cases have exacerbated these concerns, where decisions seem to favor influential individuals or political entities over impartial justice. The Attorney General, who is supposed to lead the justice system in Ghana, is rather breaking the legal profession in this Ghana. The erosion of confidence reflects a broader crisis where the judicial is seen as failing to uphold the rule of law equitably. The perceived travesty of justice threatens the let me see the end of it, the fundamental principles of democracy and rule of law. I am calling for urgent reforms to restore public trust, ensure judicial independence and fairness. I guess this from Daniel Kofi Ajiman Gomwa Kwekrum and Ode Ebae. Of course, now a new woman is straightforward there. Say a tiasie ewo kwan bi so. Ya meba also check crab. Afi yanko number 4 of the questions here they are told. We here at the front line can say this. Can say this is going to go down. In the saying it's going to go down in the criminal justices of the country. So this press conference is way and insult us. Do this. I'm telling you, Frank Davis, you are quite a learned lawyer and also a legal team. MPP for him. Don't do this. Original tape no way. And Senra NDC for you within a split of minutes, then the MPP launched a massive pushback. Is it not? So why didn't you put the original tape there? Where is the original tape? Our here. Frank Davis, where is the original tape? Come out and put the original tape and stop the nonsense. Do not take Ghanaians for a ride. MPP, Ghana, yes, but Ghana, Yamudia, think. Yes, we are chef number 1, we are swap number 2, and you are laborers of this country. You don't owe Ghana to yourselves, except to say some of your members are criminals, thieves, armed robbers. You are stealing the nation's coffers. Daylight looting of the state coffers. That's what I can tell you for now. But Ghana and Yamodia, be wise. Some of you are learned or Mako school, Mako law, meaning law school. And then I'm better me. And I made Papa Kutra Mansa Kusiana was he hey. Ni be rehy. I have cried a accident in Nemusa because he wanted me to be an engineer. You know, mathematics now mwame. And yet, better. Please, oh, Mama Yama is a munkwan ever since I same way here. The legal luminaries, if one ever somebody who say, oh, munkwan or my being or minimum law, no, Mudisi Ghana for. Please, audio recording, original, never hey. Now, oh, Frank Davis, you should be very careful. He has a certain proclivity, simply to make it all look like it is white as snow, yet behind is like the darkness. Stop this. Munya humility. Politicians in Ghana, learn and have some humility. Be said, when kuya manyenye esemede makunya to. There be. Chrono edidigeninti omuntimi nyanto. O say mobile politics ni because of say ebra pepe bie no amabonti. Sika na munyeni na ye chrono sika. Ofri abenmu na o ma ye mobo te say chapu dem nkura ne mouse. Enche na comedy wom. Ne bebre yare. Ebiom motorcade e bedidi omuni mo munya biom. Omo te traffic na mfifire te wom. Mediani si wa now. And we are asking Frank Davis, bring the original recording, bring it out. Me dear, oh Lord, I will be no kind of Kwaku to his African record. I'm so yare. As a student of intelligence, I mean, so I recording do one, a bimwa, the substantive one, any a be use, who original Febra. Now, yet any extra while. Number 6, we have heard snippets of information that the Attorney General was ambushed. And I can't read it out. Meboa. Attorney General, ya ambushino. On one ambushino. No one tries to be. He want. Or no person is smart in his own eyes. Na amwano. Nenime guase. Godfrey Dami, ya tete na nabi ni mo keka. Oh, and he will not. No one resign. If Godfrey Dami will not resign, who can? Nobody give a hook. Obian found when you make guase, I am really much more than glad to say to you tonight. When you make guase, despicable beings. When you guase, when you guase for bow your head in shame. Godfrey Dami can decide to sit in that office 24/7. Nobody give a hook. We don't care. We don't care. But may I say this and say it to you straight up? The international community knows. Me say the international community. Woman say when you make guase. Woman say mun need sense of reasoning and a mun need sense of magnanimity. Any sense of thinking. Your conscience has see it. WhatsApp message is the course. Yeah. Thanks for joining us shortly. Now, so WhatsApp message and sembe na course between Jakpa and the Attorney General. And come over na one mudidi my son come on very quickly.
Okay, that's it. Now on the 16th of February, no.
Yeah.
And Jakpa send the message with my Honorable Godfrey Dami. I say I'm humbly requesting for a time and venue at your convenience to meet you for a private discussion, please. I'm most grateful for the kind gesture from you. Hope to hear from you favorably, sir. And Jakpa.
Okay.
Richard Jakpa send is a message, you know. Edema.
I Ghana way messages and a good screen is
according to screenshots now, it's purported say Jakpa send this message.
Good one.
And Attorney General, Eba later to come and reply. Say I will arrange through your brother. Thanks.
Good.
And we say other messages are follow. They've shared some documents. One document GN, one 023 Ghana invitation.
I see.
They shared another document, amendment to MOH agreement. Then there's a voice note from the supposed Honorable Godfrey Adjei, 1 minute. And Obai said, bro, the case is adjourned to next week, Thursday. The man is still on admission, fighting for his dear life. So Jakpa is saying this message after the voice note. And I said, okay, thanks. And there's another voice call, 26 minutes. That's on Tuesday, 9th April, at 7:12 a.m. And Jakpa reply with another voice call of 2 minutes. So they shared other documents. I see. And the screenshots now. That's what.
Wonderful. So it means and some kosopa and koma kosopa audio recordings near dinner. Now, my young say with the time now, I cannot. You bet me a ball and common way course between Jakpa and Godfrey Damini. You bet boka crabia mama mamwiti. Oyanko ponya duma Friday. Sa same way. Min try so net. Maybe to also Friday beyond. Yeah. MPP, one after the other. Pualugu, President Akufo-Addo, eko jina ho, kate sword. Or say saying any day koye Pualugu Dam no. Saying, besi ne, Pualugu Dam metimi aye. Ibisa, why into the muntimi? Then the vice president also comes back and says, oh, yeah, between that time with vice president, ubetimi aye Pualugu Dam. Wow, kromo, wow, Pualugu. I know that very well. Metimi aye, timi aye. Sikana wahi, where is the money? Where is the money? The Pualugu Dam. Where is the money? Ghanaians, you don't want to think. Namontra ho. Yakoka, odie, bedidi matembi anako, memfa ho. Udi matema na mdibia ma umpenimfo no. They need to think. Me pese utie mfoni no, wohwe utie nkomo no ekoso between Richard Jakpa and Attorney General Godfrey Adjei. Woman nkomo no mudi ye no. Ete say mentimi amoni na ama wa Friday ma be boni na ama. Na if you wia ye besia ya another exclusive analysis of it. Then NPP Frank Davis there no so the pushback of MPP at the better amount and we expose word for word all then throw and nada try was our press conference and right there Frank Davis one may our press conference. I mean that press conference was much about Duapa, a complete hogwash and repugnant. MCR, are we ready on that audio recording? Good. Mama, great. Let's take a listen to this very conversation between Godfrey Adjei and Richard Jakpa. How it went. Take a listen to this carefully.
You pay only after the goods have been delivered, because that's also the contract, not so.
Yes, but then the financial instrument for the project is an irrevocable letter of credit. So that credit letter has already been sent.
Hold on, no problem. But in my view, that letter of credit area, the contract requires that you pay by letters of credit, not so.
Yes, in addition, we should establish it upon the front of the contract. So already you have paid.
Upon the signing of the contract for every 50 ambulance.
Yes. Upon the signing of the contract for every 50 ambulance, since there was no advance mobilization, advance payment, that LC was a security that you have to establish ahead.
No problem. It's on the contract for every 50 ambulance. Is it the contract for the contract for every 50 ambulance?
Pardon?
Is it the contract for? I'm saying upon the signing of the contract for every 50 ambulance.
Yes.
Is it the contract for the every 50 ambulance?
The contract is for 200 ambulances in tranches of 50.
Good. Hold on. So that contract for 50 ambulance is different from this one?
No. It is, the contract is one contract for 200 ambulances, which has been broken down within the contract for every few. You establish LC for every 50 tranche. So you have 4 LCs for the 200 ambulances.
No, that part I disagree with you. But if you look at the terms and contract, it's quite clear. And it should not be difficult for you to accept, because really it doesn't put you in any problem. That's not put you into any difficulty. You know the Minister of Health, the Minister of Finance. So for him, if you accept that, then it doesn't put you into any difficulty. See,
the problem I have in accepting that for you, is that in there are letters that confirm that both from government and from our principal, that is for every 50 ambulances. That confirms that. And I'll be tendering those letters in. So I cannot go against what the letters say and the contracts say, because I was the agent at that time. Jakpa Business was the agent.
Hold on. LCs on site. Payment shall be in euros. First, we said there shall be no advance payment.
Yes.
What does advance payment mean?
What it means is that you are not the supplier was not going to be paid any cash, any money for him to use in procuring all the accessories and everything to manufacture. So the manufacturer will use his own money to buy the ambulance vans, all the accessories from across the globe, with the security from government being the LC. And the LC has conditions precedent.
Hold on. Yes, advance payment don't mean paying in advance of the delivery of the goods.
They said no advance payment.
Yes, advance payment means that you are paying before the goods are delivered to you.
No, they said no advance payment. Not that there's advance payment. Yes. No advance. Mean that you will not pay.
Yes, until the goods are delivered to you. Also.
Yes.
Yes, so until the goods are delivered, you don't pay at all.
You don't pay.
Also. So, and then also it goes ahead to say that payments shall be in a free manner. LCs on site of goods. In fact, what is even LC on site of goods? What does it mean?
What LC on site of goods means is that when you ship the documents, when you ship the goods, when you ship the goods from your port of origin, the bill of lading of the goods is what you use as
LC on site of goods means means when the goods have been shipped.
They have been shipped.
Not and then the goods have been delivered in Ghana.
No, when the goods have been shipped, because you have gone to do pre-shipment. So what I'm trying to explain is that so you use the bill of lading. You use a bill of lading. You use a bill of lading.
You establish the LCs after pre-shipment inspection. No dispute about that.
No, the LC is established as soon as you sign the contract. You establish the LC, and that becomes the security comfort for the supplier to invest his money.
It says LCs on site of goods are signed upon the signing of the contract.
Yes.
For every 50 ambulances.
Yes.
Yes. Which contract is this? It's not a contract for every 50 ambulances. So in under this main contract, this was like the main contract.
The main contract and LC for every 50 of the 200. You said so. So the contract is not saying that government should establish one LC, which is 15.8 million euros for the whole 200 at a go. No, government has a bulk contract of 15.8 million euros. Now this contract will become the ambulance will be coming in tranches of 50 ambulances. So you establish your LC for the 50. When that 50 have been delivered and everything sorted out and handed over, another LC is established for another subsequent 50 until you finish all the 200. That is what the contract says. So the LC that was established.
Even then, hold on. I don't agree with your explanation. But even then, this explanation, that's not what happened in this case.
Okay, what happened?
Yeah, that's not what happened. Yes, because the LC was established even before pre-shipment inspection.
Yes.
Also,
yes.
There was no pre-shipment inspection. So so it means there was no basis for the LC to be established in the first place.
No.
Really not your problem anyway.
Right, that place, in that particular place, you are getting it wrong. If you may have patience for me to explain to you. You are getting it wrong there because when you establish LC, the LC had conditions precedent for it to be on it. And the condition precedent states that you can only cash the LC when you present shipping documents, which is bill of lading, to the Ghana International Bank of the buyer before the LC can be on it. So even though the LC was established upon the signing of the contract, was supposed to be established upon the signing of the contract, it cannot be cashed or honored. It becomes a form of security for the supplier to invest his own money. And when he ships the ambulances, he can then send a bill of lading to your bank, your bankers, to then honor the LC, because that is a condition precedent.
But in any case, in this case, even the LC was actually cashed. Everything, that payment was actually made before the goods were shipped.
No,
the goods got together.
No.
Oh, yeah.
He couldn't have the supply. There is no way under the sun he could have cashed the LC before the shipping document, which were condition precedent, was presented to Ghana International Bank. Even when he presented the document to Ghana International Bank,
folks, with the base here, Friday, me basso, part 2, me the MPP, the announcement taswa mamu, and there are more. It's a pretty fluid developing story. On Friday, you'll be shocked what you're going to hear. Make a date with me on Friday. Friday weekend Frontline. Friday. A baby mungeke. With the baby tell. Now, my main kind of message, Kakranian, so I say, I am honestly disappointed in the realm of politics in Ghana and Africa as a whole, since all political parties has only one agenda: to steal, kill, and to destroy, until we come together as one to uproot this political wickedness from our parts of the world. We will continue to suffer under the disguise slaves masters call politicians. May God send Samson in our time to redeem us all from these wicked people. Amen. My name is Orifo, watching from Kumasi, Ibuakwa. Orifo, that's my canary who. Also, the case involving the Attorney General and Dr. Hopson is a clear example of persecution rather than prosecution. In a genuine legal process, prosecution is conducted with the aim of upholding justice based on evidence in the rule of law. However, this case appears to be driven by ulterior motives, suggestions, and intention to harass, intimidate, unfairly target Dr. Hopson. The lack of substantial evidence and the seemingly biased actions against him underscore this perspective, making the proceedings seem more like a personal vendetta rather than an impartial quest for justice. Oh, Kofi Adjei, Gomwa, Sana Assembly. They are Godfrey Dame, to say the least of it, a travesty and a miscarriage of justice. Simple. Now, so MPP for say no cry my condo. Well, say, Kwaku, Godfrey Dame is most corrupt lawyer in Ghana. He dismissed my case and took money from defender. God will punish him big time. I told you already, judges and lawyers destroying Ghana soon. Hey, really, bro? Bomodiana Fre, producer na unim komana yenim komatim. NPP want to break the 8. They will rather them into eight something. The spirits of Muhammad fighting NPP, they will never have their peace. Well, I don't know. We'll say, hi, good evening. The party NPP can't come back again because Nana Addo had spoiled the party. He should stop saying he can't hand over power to Muhammad. Vice President should know that he is not winning power. Will come from Nanado. My name is Christopher Nukpeku from Ashoman, something like that. Sorry, we'll say him in Good evening, watching you from Kaswa, Iron City.